Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to our cup of tea and case studies. How many is this in the series? I think this might be video number 8 of the AQA GCSE Geography 2026 exam series. I think so, anyway. Anyway, check out the videos on our channel. We've got lots more content right here. Check out the other live streams. We've already done natural hazards, question 1. We've looked at rainforests and hot deserts. We looked at UK coasts and we've looked at UK rivers. Last week, we looked at Boscastle. Check that video out. I was quite happy with that one. And today, we are starting paper 2. Yes, paper 2 for the 3rd of June. We're going to start having a look at human geography. And as you can see by our thumbnail on the channel, we're going to look at a case study today. Obviously, cup of tea and case studies. We're going to look at a case study today of sustainability and sustainable cities. Hit us up in the chat, guys. Say hello. Who is in the live stream tonight? Give us a wave. Say hello. Let us know how you're getting on. How is your GCSE geography revision going? Yeah, be honest. Let us know. Mine's going all right. I'm doing quite a bit on YouTube. But yeah, I think it's going pretty well. But how's yours going? How's your GCSE geography revision going? We are 16 days to the exam till paper 1, 13th of May. The physical geography exam, my favourite one. Not long now. But by being on this live stream or listening to it on catch up or watching it later on, you are doing an amazing thing. You are revising for your exam. There's no better feeling. This live stream will make you feel so much better about your future up and coming exams. So let's say hello. We've got Sophie. Hi, Soph. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, and a big hello to the family. Cody's in. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate you dropping in and doing a bit of a live stream revision with us. We've got Fred. Hi, Fred. Thanks for dropping in as well. We've got Nanny Milk Farm. Bonjour, sir. Bonjour. I studied German. Hello. I studied German, not French. But anyway, it's always good to practice your languages. And Tay, thank you for joining us. Hello, and hello to you as well. So if you've not been on the live stream, the first thing you have to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and the notification bell. It's free, absolutely free, and it pushes out this YouTube stream to lots of other GCSE Year 11 geographers around the country. So yeah, get this video out there. Let's get the channel growing. It all helps. And it's very good. Guten Tag. Yes, Guten Tag means good day in German. Thank you. Right. What I want to do now is make sure that we've all got what we need for the live stream. We've got a pen, a paper, or your revision notes or your revision pad, and some coloured crayons. Obviously, we always need our coloured crayons here. A highlighter pen as well, possibly, and a ruler. And this is all the things you're going to need for your revision notes. So I think we're going to get cracking. I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum of 30 minutes and try and get to about a maximum of about an hour. Somewhere in between there will be all good. Right, I think we're going to switch cameras. By the way, what's the weather like where you are, by the way? It's looking not very good here, to be honest. If this live stream goes down, it's because of the storm that's right outside my window. There's a big low pressure system that's hanging outside the window at the moment. It doesn't look great at all, even though it's been a lovely day. Raining in some places. Yeah, it looks like it's going to absolutely torrential rain here in the next few minutes. Same thing here, cloudy and grey. Yeah, it doesn't look great. All that lovely weather we've had earlier, now we look like we're in the middle of a storm system. A little trickle. I got a terrible view outside too. Yeah, stormy and thunder. Yeah, it looks exciting. Don't get me wrong. Like UK extreme weather event might be building outside the window. But yeah, it doesn't look great. Right, let's switch cameras and do some revision. Here we go, guys. Thanks for joining. I do really appreciate it. Right, here we are. Here's my paper. So get onto your revision notes then. Let's have a little look. Hopefully we're all good to go. So today we are going to revise paper 2. Paper 2, which is human geography. This one's a little bit later in the series of exams. This one's in the 3rd of June. So you're going to need this revision for. And it's question 1, urban issues. Yeah, it's urban issues and challenges. But yeah, this is where it's all going to come into. So paper 2, urban issues and challenges. And our focus today is on sustainability. But let's have a look at things you must know for 2026. So for Q1, let me just drop you in a little bit further. Here we go. So this is your little revision checklist when you're revising independently. For Q1, urban issues and challenges. In 2026, we think these are going to be absolutely fundamental. Number 1, urban sustainability. How cities need to prepare and be more sustainable for the future. And a big feature of that we're going to do today is, we're going to put a little star on this one, Freiburg in Germany. So we're going to have a look at a German city and see what they've done in terms of sustainability and sustainable strategies. The quiz at the end. Please hang around for the quiz, but the quiz at the end is all about Freiburg. So check that out. We think urban sustainability is going to be a really big feature in the 2026 exam. I also think that urban regeneration is likely to be there. In an LIC, a NE, or HIC city. Okay, so for my school, that could either be, if it's an LIC or NE, that is Mumbai and Dharavi, the slum of Dharavi. Tune in for that one next week. We're going to do urban regeneration next week on the live stream. Or for London, it's the London Olympics, Stratford. London Olympics is our HIC city. So we reckon those will be big. Check out next week's live stream. You don't want to miss it. We're going to do all about London next week. Lots on London. What else could be on? Well, this is London. Opportunities and challenges. Opportunities and challenges in a HIC city. Again, that's going to be London next week. Check it out on the live stream as well. So those things we think are going to be big features this year. Get that revision done. Make sure that you are up to date. Cloudy here. Very cloudy. Oh. Yeah, very cloudy here. What's going on with me? Even the live stream's freezing up here. Yeah, storm right here. Forecast shows storm. Plants are dancing. Love that. Nice little metaphor. The plants are dancing. I guess that's the strong winds. Right. Let's get on to our key case study today, which is sustainability. So here we go. Case study. Let's get. When you do a case study, you've got to know the facts, the location. You've got to know what they've done and what's going on there. Okay, that evaluative language is really important. So if you get anything on a sustainable or sustainable city, the one that we're going to do is Freiburg. Okay. So hit us up in the chat, guys. Just a bit of very quick revision. Where is Freiburg? Where is Freiburg? Just drawing a little map here. So where is Freiburg? Who knows? Anybody know where Freiburg is? In a forest in Germany. Where's? Oh, it's going through now. Germany. Southwest Germany. Yeah, it's in Southwest Germany. It is. Southwest Germany. It's surrounded by a forest called the Black Forest. It's absolutely beautiful area. The Black Forest surrounds Freiburg. It's one of the most beautiful, picturesque areas. Oh, yeah. There we go. Black Forest. Yeah, superb. It is in a stunning area of outstanding natural beauty. That's my little Black Forest there with a little tree near it. Okay, down in Southwest Germany. So we'll put the name Germany in here. There we go. That's whereabouts it's located. And it's known as a flagship sustainable city. So it's got the title of a flagship sustainable city. It means it's a model to others. Others should use it as an example. A flagship sustainable city. So we're going to see why this city is so amazing in terms of its sustainability. And I've just used that word sustainability, and I think we need to say what sustainability is. So who knows, obviously, what the word sustainable means? It's a very key word. It's one that you should be using in your geography exam, especially on paper 3 when you're making that decision about the Lincolnshire Reservoir. You could say it's a sustainable project or sustainable development. What do we mean by sustainable? So I'm just going to get you zoomed in a bit more. Meeting present needs without compromise. Wow. Tay. I'm bowing down to that knowledge. That is absolutely textbook. Okay, mine's slightly different from my example, but it is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising future generations to meet their own needs. Okay, so meeting the needs of the present without compromising future generations to meet their own needs. It's about future generations. It's about you guys that are watching this live stream. We don't want to damage the planet. We don't want to use all the world's resources now, because what about the future generations? Let's protect, let's be sustainable, let's think about the environment, let's think about the future. Okay, so it is about the future. Anything that's good for the future of the planet, okay, is sustainable. Anything that's good for the environment is classed as being sustainable. So let's get into the Freiburg case study. First of all, what are the things in cities that you, what strategies? Okay, here we go. Getting excited. What strategies can be used to promote green spaces in urban areas? Hit us up in the chat. What strategies can we use in our urban areas, our cities, to promote green spaces? Because that is where we're going to start. Freiburg's green spaces. So what can we do to promote green spaces in Freiburg? Yeah, beautiful definition there, Mr. Chompy. I think that is Callum, I think. Sustainable means long balanced management of resources, meeting the... Wow. I think this is Joseph, I think. Could be wrong. One of these is Joseph and one... Yeah, I think so. That is textbook. Sustainability and sustainable development. You're going to have to talk about that in your geography exams. Right. How do we promote green spaces in urban areas? Because Freiburg is one of the world leading cities for green spaces. So green spaces are absolutely vital for urban areas. They do a lot of great things. They help to absorb excess rainwater, to reduce flood risk. They are used as carbon sinks to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and help to battle climate change. They're a habitat space, urban habitat space. Check out David Attenborough's Secret Garden on BBC at the moment. He's talking about gardens in England, and they're full of wildlife, which is brilliant. What else do? They absorb heat. So urban areas are warmer. They absorb the heat of urban areas, making them slightly cooler. Can you believe that? Green space makes urban areas cooler. And finally, green spaces help to filter the air of pollutants. They help to screen buildings from the visual unattractiveness. Yeah. But they can also clean the air quality, improve the air quality. So green spaces are fundamental. Right. Vauban's got green roofs. It has. We're going to talk about Vauban in today's live stream. Vauban is an area of housing, a residential area in Freiburg, and it is absolutely awesome. It has green roofs to absorb excess rainwater. It has green tram tracks, green spaces, cycle lanes. Okay. So green spaces in Freiburg. Let's have a little look. So 40% of this city, 40% of the city of Freiburg is forest, which basically is trees. Yeah, 40% of the city is trees. It has over 600 hectares of parkland or parks for promoting things like social sustainability. It's fantastic for children to play, people to meet, have conversations and chat about their day. It's all good for getting people together, which is fantastic. They have also promoted planting of native species, of native plants and trees within these green spaces to promote the natural ecosystem as well around the city and around the river. Native species, planting native species near to the river, which is called the Dreisam, the River Dreisam, which passes through Freiburg. And they've done a lot of native planting around that river, Dreisam, Dreisam. Okay, they have planted actually 44,000 trees, okay, in Freiburg. Trees planted. Again, for all the reasons that I talked about, promoting environmental, promoting environmental sustainability around Freiburg. Okay. They are really big on play and children's play areas, which also is part of the parklands. So maybe I can put like a little slide or something with a little stick person there. There we go. Children's play areas, all about social sustainability. They involve the children quite a lot in the design or decision making of the city. So when they want to build something or talk about something, they will talk to children in schools about what they want in terms of their city, because they are the ones that are going to live in the city for the longest period of time. So children's play promotes them being involved in the sustainable project, which is a fantastic thing. Okay, so I'm happy with our green spaces. Okay, let's move on to water conservation. Hit us up in the chat, guys. What can you do to conserve water in urban areas? Go. What can you think of? Water conservation strategies. So I'm just going to move up here now. We'll have a little water droplet. water conservation in Freiburg. So what have we got? Oh, we've got some great ideas in the chat. What can you do to conserve water in urban areas, including Freiburg? Will help with water conservation. Excellent. Right, so let's have a quick look at these. This is great revision. Recycling of grey water. What is grey water recycling? Can you let me know in the chat? What is grey water recycling? Oh, actually, you've told me. Sorry, guys. Using the water, again, to water the garden or flush the toilets. Yeah, well done. Dual flush toilets. Yes, aerated taps. Ooh, that's good. Taps that feel like they've got more flow going through them, more water with aerated taps. Well done. That's impressive. Any other water conservation strategies that we use? Okay. Right, let's have a little look what they've been doing in Freiburg. They have used or encouraged permeable pavements. So let's have a little tick list here. Permeable surfaces to reduce flood risk in Freiburg. So they've got surfaces like gravel in particular, gravel surfaces and things like that that allow water to pass through, which then reduces the risk of flooding. So they have lots of permeable surfaces. They have green roofs, which intercept and store water and store rainwater, which is a fantastic idea. Green roofs, they work really, really well. As part of that, we've got rainwater harvesting, which is where they collect the rainwater. I'm going to highlight that one. Rainwater harvesting is really key. Collecting rainwater from the roofs during a rainy period, and then you'll collect it in a rainwater butt. Okay. Rainwater harvesting is now part of the building regulations, part of the new building regulations. So if you're going to build a new building in Freiburg, it has to have rainwater harvesting. It has to collect rainwater from the roof as part of the new code for building regulations, which is fantastic there. Look. Okay. What else we got? Okay, they have okay, I think that's pretty much the ones I want to talk about in terms of rainwater harvesting. Drainage wetlands. Wow, we've got loads here. Use of low flow showers, toilets, encourage less water use. Yeah, education, really important. Well done. Collect and reuse rainwater, use permeable surfaces and lots of green space. Nanny Milk's Farm, you are legend geography status here. Excess water can be used from the river down is stored and used in the city. Well done. Drainage wetlands, let's put that in as well. They do have drainage wetlands within Freiburg. So that's a storage of water that can be used, but also is a habitat space. So it's a water store and a habitat space as well, which is an absolutely fantastic one. Well done. Thank you so much for your contributions. Remember, this is a live stream. It's a live chat. Get yourself involved and we can build up all our knowledge together, which is fantastic. Right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we've done green space in Freiburg. We've done water conservation. Can we do renewable energy? Can we do renewable energy, guys? How can we make cities more sustainable with renewable energy? And I'm going to draw a huge, well, not huge, but I'm going to draw a bit of a solar panel there. Yeah. Renewable energy in Freiburg. Again, what have they done to develop renewable energy? It's also known as a solar city. Great little name. I'm going to highlight that. Freiburg is known as the solar city because it's the sunniest city in Germany, and it does harness its solar. So it is a solar city. Let's get a little sunshine there. Here we go. Anybody who's in year 10 who's watching this live stream, you're getting ahead of the game here. This is something we will look at in our lessons soon. So how do we make fantastic live? Oh, cheers. Thanks, Ernie. Appreciate that. Check out his YouTube channel as well. Well worth a watch. Yeah, absolutely fantastic YouTube channel. Give him a watch as well and a like and a subscribe. Solar panels. Yeah, over 400 solar panels. I think, yeah, absolutely. That's what I've got here. Around the football stadium and the train station as well. They have a lot on the public buildings. They use a lot of solar panels. So we're gonna. In fact, should we put that one in first then? Let's put some sunshines here for our bullet points. Okay, that's a little sunshine. So they've got 400 plus solar panels on public buildings. I did say it is the sunniest city in Germany. And they have it on the Freiburg football stadium. That's where the solar panels are. And also on the train station, there are solar panels on there too. And that all goes back into the grid. So 400 solar panels. Oops, sorry guys. 400 solar panels on public buildings, including the football stadium and the train station. Yes, they sell any excess energy back to the grid. In fact, they often get a lot of excess energy. Have I got a fact about that? No, I don't think I've got a fact about. No, I don't think I've got a fact. But they do generate more energy usually than they need. So it's a city that has an energy surplus, and they can generate income from excess energy. Income from excess energy, so they can sell it back to the grid. Let's see what else we've got. Wow, we've got loads here. I don't know how you're making your notes so fast. Here we go. Passive homes, they need very little heat, use insulation and designed to keep the heat inside, reducing. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, buildings might face south, which get more sunlight, well insulated so that you don't have to heat them up or cool them down in the summer. Yeah, it's called passive homes. Yeah, really good one. Well done. Use of organic materials to generate energy. Yeah, biomass. I'm going to mention that in a minute, using plants. CHP systems produce both electricity and heat pumps. You're on about there. Wind and hydropower. Okay, right, here we go. Let's go from some key things. So by 2050, Freiburg will be 100% renewable energy. Will generate 100% renewable energy. One of the leading cities, and it will be one of the first to do so by 2050. That's a target that it's got. Completely 100% renewable energy by 2050. It's mainly going to do that through solar. So solar is its main focus on that target. It's got the solar farms in and around the city. What else have I got here? Yeah, sunniest city. They have 1,800 hours, if you want to put that, of sunshine per year. So 1,800 hours of sunlight per year, which is good. Oops, sorry guys, let me just put that in. We've also got, it's not just solar, but it mainly is solar. It's not just solar. We've also got the use of biogas. Biogas and biomass plants. Convert plants into energy. As well. Yeah. So they can ferment the plants, and through fermentation it creates gases, and that gas can be then used to generate electricity, as well as burning of plants as well. Certain species of fast-growing trees and things like that can be burnt to create energy. Sorry, I missed the diagram part of the homework earlier today. I thought it was meant to look... Don't worry. I don't know what's happened to the... Okay. So I did it now. Done. Nice one. Legend status. Well done. Don't worry, you've done it. That's the main thing. 10 million kilowatts per year. I'm going to add that one. That's good. From solar energy. 10 million kilowatts from solar per year. These little facts, guys, when you're in your exam and you've got these little facts in there, the dates, the 100% renewable, the 10 million, it's all really good, and it makes you look like an expert, basically. Makes you look like a pro. Right, I think I've got that. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something else here, actually, which is a really good one. Might highlight this. 10,000 jobs. 10,000 jobs have been created in the solar energy industry. So not only do they use solar energy, they create the solar panels in Freiburg. They manufacture the solar panels, creating green jobs in sustainable energy. So this has got green jobs here, green jobs or green economy. So jobs creating things like renewable energies, really good stuff this is now. We're working at a very high level here. So 10,000 jobs created in the solar energy industry. These are green jobs or the green economy. Also, it's also leading to the circular economy as well. So they create the money, they spend it in the local area. The energy is creating the jobs, but also is being used by the people. So you've got all this great geography going on with the energy sector, which is there. I think I'm happy with that. Solar City, Freiburg. Okay, let's move on to the next section, waste management. What can we do? Oh, multiplier effect. You know, I love the multiplier effect. Why is it my touch screen? There you go. Multiplier effect. Yeah, I'll absolutely love that. Great thing to talk about. So what I need you to do now in the chat, guys, what can we do to reduce waste? What can we do to reduce waste? Waste management. That's what we're going to talk about next. Freiburg's waste management plan. That's our bin. I think we should do our little recycling side. Waste management in Freiburg. Okay. So what can be done to manage waste in urban areas, guys? Some waste is burned to generate energy. Yeah, well done. It is. Sorry, let me just put that on the screen as well. Yeah, some waste is burnt to create energy. Yeah, energy from waste. What's Tay saying here? Let's have a look. Sorry, there's a bit of a lag on the comments here, guys. I don't know if am I lagging? I think the internet's a bit laggy here, isn't it? Show again. Reduce landfill use. Yeah, well done. Recycle, less packaging, and use biodegradable packaging. Well done, Tay. That's a really good one. Yeah, very impressed with that one. Recycling of glass, metal, and plastics. Well done. And then increase the life cycle. Community recycling, reuse, reduce. You guys know it. You know it. Right, okay, let's go with the 3 R's then. Because this is what they use in Freiburg. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So they have a full recycling scheme, lorries and collection points where they can reduce and recycle. Things like organic waste is composted. So they put that in compost, then you can use that maybe to put on the garden, things like to promote growth of plants, as a fertilizer, which is very, very good. Here we go then. So 70 to, this is insane. 70 to 80% of all waste is recycled. Absolutely commendable program. So they recycle up to about 80% of all their waste. In the UK, it's around about 30%. So that's pretty shameful for from the British side when they're recycling 70 to 80% of all of their waste and their packaging, which is fantastic. 28,000 homes are powered by energy from waste plants. Energy from waste plants. So it's providing that electricity as well for the city because of burning in a safe way, in a managed way. They burn the waste to create huge amounts of electricity. 28,000 homes in the city. I don't know how many homes there are. I guess that's about half the city. Possibly. Yeah, let me know. I don't know how many homes in total, but it's probably about half the city. That is crazy amount. They recycle up to about 50,000 tons per year, and they have 350 collection points. I don't know where I'm going to put that now. I might have to put it up here. 350 recycling collection points around the city. Yeah, I'm just going to put that in a little bubble. There we go. I don't want to put it on another page. There we go. So 350 recycling collection points. I think Burton's got about one major recycling collection point, which is down near Horninglow. You might know it. But this city's got 350 drop-off points for community recycling and collection. So, yeah, you can see why it's a flagship city, can't you, with all this good stuff going on here. We've also got, actually, we can add a little bit more here. Let's, I found something else that I would like to add. So linked to this as well, recycling. They have allotments, which is where you grow your own, sorry guys, allotments / gardens for growing your own food, growing their own food, which is really good because this helps to reduce food miles. So again, there's these little market gardens around the city where people are growing carrots and vegetables and all that sort of stuff that they grow, and then they're eating locally produced food, which reduces food miles. It also reduces their carbon footprint. Reduces their, this is a biggie, guys. I'm going to highlight this. It reduces their carbon footprint, their carbon emissions. Yeah. And reduces carbon footprint, and so because there's less CO2 release. Yeah. Which also helps to tackle climate change. So it's absolutely fantastic. I always think, like, I mean, it wouldn't be easy being a farmer, but I just think, wouldn't it be so good to be able to be a farmer and grow your own food, be outdoors? And then, obviously, the perk of that is you're actually helping the planet, you're reducing your food miles. The rewards are just fantastic, aren't they? Yeah. So growing your own food, having allotments is really good. They also have, in Freiburg, apparently, which I think would be fantastic, they also have a daily market, food market, daily food / farmers markets. Again, to promote sustainability, eat local, buy local. Let's put that eat and buy local. Supporting the local economy. They've just got it. They just do it absolutely textbook, don't they? Yeah. Imagine living in this city. Must be fantastic. Okay, so we've got all that good stuff going on with the daily farmers market and the food market. It's all looking very, very good indeed. Right, let's move on to our last section before we look at Vauban. Sustainable transport. How do we get around our cities more sustainably? What can we do to promote urban sustainability? Hit us up in the chat, guys. Let's have a sip of tea. The quiz is coming in about 10 minutes. The quiz is coming. Okay, so we're going to go to the sustainability in Freiburg. It is known for one major thing as well, this city, and that is a terrible drawing of it, but it'll do because I'm not an artist. So, sustainable transport in Freiburg. So, what have we got in the chat, guys? What can we do? Oh, I think my live stream is really slow here. So let's have a look. Oh, well done. We've got the tram system. Yeah, absolutely. Well done. We've got the tram system, cycle lanes, up to 40 kilometers of cycle lanes and cycle paths in Freiburg. Yeah, 400 kilometers actually. Yeah. Of cycle lanes, ride sharing, yeah, car sharing. Well done, Tay. Car restriction policies. What are they? What can you not do with your cars there? Yeah, it's a walkable city. Many areas connected through footpaths. You can walk quite easily from one part of the city to another. Electric vehicles, absolutely. The old town's cobbled. I don't think you need to be on the live stream. You know everything here. This is fantastic. Yeah, the old part is cobbled, which means they can't get the cars down the streets. So you have to walk. That is a really smart one. Okay. Okay, so what have we got in Freiburg? We have an integrated transport system where you can use multi-modes of transport. Integrated transport system. So you can use the tram, you can use the bus, you can use cycle lanes. They all connect together, and it's an integrated approach. Usually one ticket, and it gets you from across all of them. It has a car-free city centre. So due to the cobbled streets, cobbled old town, it has a car-free city centre, which is fantastic. Keeps the cars out because they can't drive down because it's not big enough. We have 400 kilometres of cycle lanes within the city. Of cycle lanes, keeping you active, keeping people fit, residents fit, healthier, less obesity, less diabetes, all that sort of stuff, keeping active mentally as well, mental well-being. All this exercise is really, really good. Absolutely. This is what they all do. Make parking expensive so that you have to drive into the city. Really good ideas here. There are twice as many bikes as there are cars, 2 times the number of bicycles than cars in the city. Most people cycle or they use the tram system, which is one of the key things. They have electric trams. Okay, oh, what's gone on there? This is one of the key things. I think we've lost the camera here. Wait a minute, let me try and get the camera back on. Hello. I think you can still hear me, but the camera has just dropped off for some reason. And I think this storm is having a bit of a nightmare with our live stream here. I'm back on there. Right, let's hope. Let's hope that I can get the screen back on here. Oops. Add to stage. Let's have a look. Right, let me just get our camera back on. Hey, I did say this, didn't I? I said when I looked outside, this looked like the storm was going to pretend. Oh my God. We're still here. We're still here, guys. So let me just try and get the camera back on. I did think that this was going to be the case today, that this storm might cause us a bit of problem. Let's try again with the... Thank you for your patience. Due to inclement weather conditions, we are experiencing some... I feel like I'm at Alton Towers now, doing a little announcement. There we go. Right. Hopefully you've still got the sound. No one said any different. So let's try and get the visuals back. Present. Yes, I want to present. Share screen. Right, here we go. Thanks for hanging on. I'm hoping it's still working here. We are trying our best to keep the live stream going. We've lost the other camera now. What's going on here? Right, the other camera's back. Right, I think we... Yes, guys, yes. We have liftoff. We're still here. And I can see that you guys are still here as well. God, this storm, eh? Right, let's try and get it back to the screen here. Right, okay, I'll try and carry on. Hopefully we get back to full screen. So they have an electric tram system with green tram lanes. So what they do is there's grass on the tram lanes, which is brilliant because it adds basically a carbon sink. It looks more natural, and it also collects any excess rainwater to prevent flooding. So they have green tracks. Yeah, they have grass on the tracks either side. If you see pictures, I would show you on the live stream, guys, but the internet is so glitch at the moment. It probably wouldn't work, but they use electric trams and they have green tracks that absorb excess water, absorb excess flood water, and they also provide green space. Yeah, more green space in the city, which we've talked about earlier, why that is a major benefit. So it's quite unique, very unique to Freiburg. 70% of all residents live within close proximity to the tram system of residents. Live close to the tram network, which is fantastic. Okay. I think that's about it for the sustainable transport. I think that's about where we've got to. Right, let's go on to then. I think let's just check. Okay. Cycle lanes, streets. Yeah, well, let's go with that. Okay, well done. Let's keep those ones there. Right, what I want to do now is finally look at Verborn. Verborn is a village. It's part of a suburb, actually. It's a suburb within the town where they have a lot of sustainability going on. So this is for the higher grades, grades 5 and above. Verborn is an eco district of residential housing. Yeah, so it's a residential area. It's where people live. It's a housing area, and it's very much an eco area. So let me just put that there. So it says Verborn Eco District, where there is eco housing. So I want to put in there a few bits of facts. So 5,000 people live in this district. 5,000 people live in Verborn, the eco suburb. It has energy efficient buildings, so it has solar panels on the houses, which is really energy efficient, helps to reduce the amount of fossil fuels within that particular area. Also, cars are banned. Private cars are banned. Private cars are restricted / banned. You have to use, residents rely on public transport. Residents rely on public transport to get around. In particular, the tram system is what they will rely on. Okay. What else have I got on Verborn? One of the greatest, it's one of the greenest communities in the world. Is this area? Greenest communities in the world. Yeah. It's super sustainable with its energy efficient homes, reduced travel with cars. It's actually a flagship. It has also a so basically it has a cooperative, which basically means local people support local business, support local businesses. So they don't go and buy from big transnational businesses. They shop with local businesses, local shopkeepers. They have a cooperative, which is a group basically where you agree to support each other through business and spending. So they have their own little cooperative system where they buy from each other, they shop with each other, which is absolutely. So I'm just trying to get the paper a little bit straight. There you go. Hey, it's all going wrong on this live stream, but hey, it's live. What do you expect? It's absolutely live. So we do get that as well. They also have, finally, they have meetings. So they have meetings to promote and discuss sustainability. So they meet up, they think, okay, what can we do next? How do we make our city more sustainable? Like council meetings, but they have meetings where they can all meet and discuss the future of the city and sustainability. Right, I want to go on to, last but not least, the most important thing for any grade 7, an evaluation of Freiburg. So let's see what they do right and what they perhaps are not getting right still. So this is for our grade 7 and above. We're going to do the successes and we're going to have a look at any failures. So I'm going to do a little table here, guys, in this area here. I'm just going to split the remaining bit of page in half and we're going to do successes and failures. Then we're on to the quiz. So here we go. Successes of Freiburg Sustainability Program. Oh, I'm getting that excited here. Here we go. So, number 1, reduced carbon emissions. It is making a huge difference to global emissions and reduced carbon emissions and carbon footprint of the residents. Yeah, less CO2 emissions, less climate change, less greenhouse gases. Absolutely fantastic. Number 2, high quality of life for residents. It is a beautiful city to live in. They've got a really nice balance between work, social sustainability, economic sustainability, and in the environment. They actually care about the environment and the future of their city. High quality of life for residents. In particular, they use a bottom-up approach, bottom-up decision-making. So what happens there is the residents are part of the plans. They're part of what should we do next? How should we make our city more sustainable? Everyone plays a role in that decision making, and they use a very much a bottom-up approach to their decision making, which is fantastic. We've got 10,000 green jobs through the development of the green industries, mainly in the solar energy sector. So that's what most people work in. But there's 10,000 green jobs created by the initiatives, which is fantastic. And we've already said it is a flagship example, flagship model. Okay, other cities should be looking at Freiburg as the sustainable city that others should be done, and others could use. And also, it's an old city. It's got heritage. It's got history. It's not a brand new city from scratch. So lots of good things. Just kind of catch up with the chat. The trams run regularly, so residents can travel freely. Yeah, absolutely. I don't press on the comments in case it freezes the screen. Sorry, guys. The live stream is very slow in the comments. Freiburg's highly successful example of sustainable city, renewable energy, transport, urban planning is all effective. Absolutely. However, success depends on high levels of investment, strong government planning. That is fantastic. Look at that. Yeah, this only happens with strong leadership, strong government investment, lots of money put into the system, good leadership by local councils, support from local public, and yeah, it can be replicated worldwide. I couldn't have put it better myself. It's absolutely fantastic scheme, but it's not without its failures. So we're going to have a little look at some of the failures or criticisms. I think the word criticisms is probably better here. You can't please everyone. Yeah, that's just the way in which life is. It's hard to please everyone, isn't it? Yeah, and some people aren't happy. Main reason, the high cost of living. Cost of living in Freiburg. It's not cheap to buy a house. Basically, poorer residents can't afford to live there. Can't afford to live in Freiburg, which is a shame. Yeah, they've been excluded because of a lack of wealth, which is not, it's not fair, is it? That's not social sustainability. Okay, number 2, gentrification. Gentrification. Due to high costs, only wealthy residents can live there. To high costs. Poorer residents. So due to high costs, poorer residents are forced to live in other German cities, not this one. Oh, there we go. I don't know how you're feeling, guys. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired now. Yeah. Displacement of the poor. Okay. And then number 3, some projects are hard to replicate. Some projects, perhaps such as the solar project. Not every city is a solar city. Some projects are hard to replicate. To replicate in other parts of the world. Replicate worldwide. And my hand and my brain is exhausted. It's now 7 o'clock, isn't it? We've had a long school day. There we go, guys. So if you get into your exam, you've got that lovely little discussion there of the successes and failures of this system. It's largely seen as a success. So don't go too heavy on the negatives, but it's always good to have that little, well, what about? However, yeah, if you're trying to get the high grades, that is a really good thing to have. Right, it is quiz time. I'm hoping that it still works, guys. So let me just get rid of that one. Remove. And we'll go to our quiz, hopefully. If we can get onto it, that is. Let's see where we are at the moment. Right, I'm just going to unplug. Oh, the camera, that camera. Right.